burning Kling credits and still can't create videos like these? Instead, you probably get results that look like they were made by a toddler with a broken crayon. Well, I was in your shoes. I've generated over 120 professional quality videos with both Kling 2.0 and Kling 2.1, and I'm about to show you exactly how I do it. No fluff, no BS, just the real strategies that'll turn you from a credit-wasting amateur into someone who creates stunning videos on the first try. Stick around because by the end of this video, you'll know more about Kling than 90% of users out there. Let's dive in. Understanding what you're working with. The difference between Kling 1.6 and 2.1 is like comparing a flip phone to an iPhone. Don't get me wrong, Kling 1.6 produced some decent results, but Kling 2.1, it's taken everything that worked well in 1.6 and cranked it up several notches. The biggest upgrade you'll notice is how 2.1 handles dynamic motion. Where 1.6 did a respectable job, 2.1 absolutely nails it. The results are noticeably sharper, smoother, and way more cinematic. The visual quality bump is honestly mind-blowing when you see them side by side. It's like going from good HD to pristine 4K. Both look great, but one clearly has that extra edge. But 2.1 is not just about better quality, it's about a better understanding of your prompts. The AI grasps what you're asking for more accurately, which means fewer failed attempts and less credit waste. That alone makes the upgrade worth it. To be fair, Kling 2.1 still isn't perfect. No AI tool is. Sometimes you'll get quirky results, but the consistency and quality improvements over 1.6 are substantial enough that if you're serious about creating professional-looking content, 2.1 is the way to go. The hidden gem, image restyle feature. Before we dive into video generation, I gotta blow your mind with something that's only possible in version 2.1, the image restyle feature. This is a magic wand for your content, and I'm not even exaggerating. How does this work? You generate any image, let's say a girl standing in bright sunshine. Pretty standard stuff, right? But then you throw it to restyle and tell it something like change into Hayao Miyazaki painting style. What happens next is jaw-dropping. Same girl, exact same pose, same clothing, same everything, but now she's standing in this gorgeous Ghibli-style city with soft, dreamy lighting that matches the whimsical environment. It's like you teleported her from reality into a Studio Ghibli cityscape without changing a single thing about her. This feature alone can save you hundreds of credits when you want to experiment with different looks and moods. Instead of generating 10 different images from scratch, you generate one good one and restyle it into 10 different variations. Smart, right? The 5-step framework that changes everything. Alright, let's address the elephant in the room. Why most people's Kling videos look like they were made by a drunk robot. Picture this, you open text to video, stare at that empty prompt box, and type something generic like woman drinking coffee. You hit generate with fingers crossed, and what do you get? Some stiff, lifeless clip that makes amateur home videos look professional. Sound familiar? Yeah, I thought so. Here's the brutal truth. The difference between a video that makes people stop scrolling and one that makes them cringe isn't the AI, it's how you communicate with it. And that's where my 5-step framework comes in. Step 1, subject description. Stop being lazy with your descriptions. Don't just say woman, paint a picture. Confident businesswoman in her 30s with shoulder-length auburn hair, wearing a cream blazer and silver jewelry. See? You're giving Kling something specific to work with instead of making it guess what you want. Step 2, action. This is where most people fall flat on their face. Drinking coffee tells us nothing, but sits gracefully by a large window, slowly lifting a ceramic mug to her lips while simultaneously scrolling through emails on her sleek laptop. Now that's a scene Kling can sink its teeth into. Step 3, environment. Once you've got your character and their action locked down, it's time to build their world. Set the stage like you're a movie director. Modern minimalist cafe with exposed brick walls and hanging Edison bulbs. Give Kling a world to build, not just empty space. Step 4, lighting and atmosphere. This is where good videos become great videos. Warm golden morning sunlight streaming through the window, creating soft shadows across her face, adding a cozy, intimate mood. Lighting isn't just about brightness, it's about emotion. Step 5, camera movement. Finally, let's tell Kling exactly how to capture this masterpiece. But here's where Kling version 2 gets really cool. Instead of trying to describe camera movements in your prompt, you've got this innovative inspiration and preset feature that the previous version never had. Check this out. There are tons of different camera movement options you can just click on. For this coffee shop scene, I'm gonna choose the camera zooms out because it perfectly captures what I want without having to write a paragraph about it. You can also select different types of lighting and shadow effects, choose whether you want rich details in the frame or keep the background simple, and even pick the overall vibe of your clip right from this inspiration board. This is awesome compared to what we had before. Instead of hoping Kling interprets your camera direction correctly, you just click the preset that matches your vision. Way more reliable and faster. I'm gonna put this all together and you can see the magic happen. Confident businesswoman in her 30s with shoulder-length auburn hair, wearing a cream blazer and silver jewelry, sits gracefully by a large window, slowly lifting a ceramic mug to her lips while simultaneously scrolling through emails on her sleek laptop. Sunlight streamed through the window, creating soft shadows across her face, adding a cozy, intimate mood. The camera first focuses on the woman, then the camera zooms out to reveal the cafe background. The difference between this and woman drinking coffee is like comparing a Spielberg film to a home movie. One gives Kling everything it needs to create something amazing, the other leaves it guessing. On the flip side, don't go crazy and cram every single detail you can think of into your prompt. There's a sweet spot between being specific and overwhelming the AI with too much information. Keep it detailed but focused. You want to guide Kling, not confuse it with a novel-length description. Image to video when you've already got the perfect shot. Sometimes you've already got an image that's exactly what you want. Maybe from another AI generator, maybe a photo you took. Doesn't matter. The image to video feature is perfect for bringing static content to life. The beauty here is that your subject and environment are already locked in, so you only need to focus on 3 parts of our framework: action, lighting, and camera movement. Let's say you've got this great image of a man sitting on a park bench reading a book. Here's how you'd approach the prompt. The old man slowly turning pages while occasionally glancing up to observe people walking by. Warm afternoon sunlight filtering through overhead tree branches, creating dappled light patterns across his face and the book pages. Gentle push-in shot that starts wide and slowly moves closer to focus on his peaceful, contemplative expression. What you get is natural, believable movement that doesn't look robotic, lighting that feels authentic to the scene, and camera work that adds professional polish without being distracting. The multi-elements editor, your secret weapon. Alright, ready for the advanced stuff? The multi-elements editor is honestly like having a Hollywood VFX team in your back pocket, and most people don't even know it exists. Swap function. This is where you can completely change elements in your video while keeping everything else intact. The AI handles all the complex lighting adjustments, shadow corrections, and perspective matching automatically. What blows my mind is how it maintains the exact movement and posture while seamlessly integrating the new element like it was always there. Add function. This one's even cooler. You can introduce entirely new elements into existing footage. The AI doesn't just drop something in randomly. It analyzes lighting conditions, movement patterns, and perspective to integrate new elements so naturally that they look like part of the original shoot. The level of intelligent integration is honestly incredible. Delete function. Sometimes you need to remove distracting elements, and this is where the real movie magic happens. The AI doesn't just erase and leave blank spots. It intelligently reconstructs the background, adjusts positioning, and corrects lighting to make it look like the unwanted element never existed in the first place. These functions are so brilliant that we actually dedicated entire videos to breaking down each one in detail. If you want to see these in action with step-by-step walkthroughs, check it out. Advanced pro tips that most people never learn. So you've got the basics down. Before we wrap up, I want to share some insider knowledge that I wish someone had told me when I was starting out. This stuff will put you in the top 10% of Kling users. The first thing I learned the hard way: most people only tell Kling what they want, but smart users also tell it what to avoid. Adding negative prompts like distorted faces, jittery movement, unrealistic lighting, blurry details can solve about 90% of the common issues people run into. But before you even worry about negative prompts, let me save you from the mistake that cost me serious credits when I first started, jumping straight into long-form videos before testing my prompt. Now I always start with a 5-second clip to make sure the prompt is dialed in perfectly. This simple habit has probably saved me thousands of credits over time. Better to spend 20 credits testing than 40 credits on a video that doesn't work. Oh, and here's a sweet little bonus. Kling's got this referral program running right now that's honestly a win-win for everyone. If this is your first time upgrading subscription, you can use my referral code and get 50% more credits in your first month. So instead of the usual 660 credits with the standard plan, you'd get 990 credits, which is pretty awesome. And hey, I get 500 credits too, so we're both beneficial here. If you're interested, the code is in the description. Free extra credits never hurt anyone, right? You just leveled up from Credit Waster to Kling Wizard in under 12 minutes. That's gotta be some kind of record. Now go forth and create videos that make people wonder if you hired a Hollywood crew. Want to try these amazing AI yourself? All links and resources are awaiting you in the description. If you found this video helpful, please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Bye.